And, Kevin, you think about some of your toughest matchups. What about Shaquille O'Neal? What was it like defending Big Shaq?
You know what, man? Shaq, later on in our years, I had to guard him later, man. I told y'all, man. I guarded Shaq one time in the Cleveland series, and it was like holding up the side of a house. Seriously. Listen, I want y'all to go home and do this. I know I usually use food, right?
Yeah, right.
We're going to use materials in houses today, okay? I want you to go home, tell your wife, your girlfriend to ignore you. Cut out the side of your house. Go get your homeboy, have him help you. After he cuts the side of it, I want you to hold up the side of the house with your forearm for the whole 24 hours.
Oh.
Matter of fact, let's just do 2 hours.
Okay, all right, 2
hours. I don't want to break your arm.
Okay, yeah.
After 2 hours, you're going to push the house back, reseal it with some glue or whatever, right? Not my problem. That's how your arm feels, guarding Shaq.
Really?
I couldn't even wave at people right-handed for a whole day.
You had to wave left-handed?
I had to wave left-handed. And people know me. I'm all right-handed. I'm all, nothing left-handed. I throw my hand in the
That is a big drink of water,
listen,
isn't
man,
it?
listen. I have so much respect for all the centers that have guarded Shaq. Seriously, rest in peace to all the centers Shaq has destroyed.
Huh?
What?
Exhausting.
Shaq is like a side of your house. For all y'all wondering what it's like, and all y'all want some of the diesel, what it's like to guard the diesel, go out and try to hold up your house. The diesel. Shout to the diesel.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rajon Rondo is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Zubats in at the 5, down low. Here's Rondo. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And now just over a minute played here in the first. The shot's good from Kuzma.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close-range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Here's Smart following the bucket by the Lakers. Good on the three-point shot.
Oh, Kevin, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Now here's Ingram. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
He was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
Lakers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Kevin, you think about having that killer instinct, that killer mentality. You go against a Kobe Bryant, he would tear your heart out, as you would his.
And you have to understand that we all recognize that about each other. Tim Duncan would be the same. Rasheed Wallace would be the same. I would think of Allen Iverson would be the same. Vince Carter would do the same. These are guys who, Trace McGrady, Chauncey Billups, these are all guys who Killer Neal. These are all guys who don't care. And that's how it should be. And that's the game.
You can't be great unless you are, I don't think, can you?
I think you have to possess that killer instinct.
Jordan.
Man, listen, Michael Jordan was one of the darkest, seriously. Jordan could go into a place where he could go repetitive and he could go on talking to you. And the more he talked, I thought the better he got. And I thought the madder he got, the better he got. And the more upset and the more you didn't trap him, the more he was ticked off that you wasn't. Bro, there's a whole matrix to it. Like, seriously, this game is levels to it. And the ones that understand and have been in that understand what I'm talking about.
There's not a great player that hasn't been there.
No, because they understand that moment. When you got there, when you're in that moment, you're just riding the wave. You're just going to ride it. The great ones know what I'm talking about.
The first one falls. And he makes the first, but misses the second. The Celtics with the lead. Outside, Smart. Irving from long range hits the three-point bomb. Irving's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Celtics. Now here's LeBron. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
Now, here is Irving after LeBron James's miss. Irving against Rondo. Left side Irving. Clock at 4. Tatum kicks to Smart. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers trail by 5. Kevin, you did the unusual. Your senior year in high school, you transferred not just to another city, but to another state where you were named the High School Player of the Year across the country. Tell us a bit about the importance of that personally and playing-wise to you.
Well, you know, going to a new place, I wanted to establish myself in a big city like Chicago, coming from a small place like South Carolina. It was a shock at first. And what I mean by shock, I just never estimated that many good players being in one central area. Chicago has tons of talent that's unheard of. And all I wanted to do was just have a presence there. And it was a bit of a task, but, you know, slowly but surely I gave myself short goals. You know, to be number one is always a goal of mine, but more importantly, to be established, for everybody to know that, you know, this is Kevin Garnett. This is who he is. This is what he's about. And, you know, I used to wear that on my shoulder. I've always took a lot of pride in myself and how I prepare. And I wanted everybody to know in the city of Chicago that I was there.
Here's Irving following the basket by LeBron James over Rondo and all around the rim that time before dropping in. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Charity stripe shot. Rebounded by Smart.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
Tatum's shot is off.
Now, great look on that. Just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Boston on D. They're leading by 8. Shot clock at 6.
If you're going to play for this team, you've got to be willing to mix it up on the defensive end. And Jason Tatum gets in the space of the shooter. That's nice.
Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Kev, in your time with the Celtics, you had the big 3. Big 4, even when you consider Rajon Rondo. There had to be a leader. And I know you guys all deferred to Paul because he was there.
Yeah.
Without you, that doesn't. I mean, come on.
Just to think about it, though, we all shared in different types of leadership. Paul Pierce was a great leader in all that what you possess. I was more vocal and more energetic. Ray was more wise and more of wording and understanding of concept and what we were all there for, and constant reminding, you know, not to say that you didn't have some young ones buck back or whatever. It's part of it. In that whole thing, we're all learning something. We're all adjoining. We're all syncing each other, good and bad. We're learning how to talk through things. Things that, you know what, you use in your everyday life. Things that we use in our locker room, we were able to take out of our own and use in our everyday life and communicate better and not be frustrated and let you go and hear your point and then hear it from your side. A lot of good points in what we did, man. Seriously.
Life things, too.
True growth. True growth when you really think about it, you know? True growth. Real
Amazing.
time.
And here's Kuzma following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Beyond the arc, the shot's good from Kuzma. Kuzma's got 8 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Irving surveying the floor. Now here's Horford. He's covered closely. Irving kicks to Tatum. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Celtics shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, Uncle Drew will go out there and do his thing, won't he? Kyrie Irving, an exceptional player. And in fact, if you ask other NBA players, he's one of their favorite to watch.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Smart. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. McGee's checked in. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Kevin, you think about the work that goes into being an elite player. Describe that. What did you try to accomplish?
What are you going to do in these positions right here? When they trap you, how are you going to get the ball out? When you're not trapped, when you're one-on-one, what are the moves you're working on down here? Okay, on the right block. Okay, what about the left block? What about the top of the key? You get an ISO top of the key, what are you going to do? 5 seconds, what are you going to do? So you have to invest in yourself. After you get done with that, that's probably 45 minutes to an hour. You go in, you shower, you get done with that, you take your behind home, you sit, you rest. Now you, obviously, as a person, you're living as a human being, your everyday life. But yeah, it's a lot.
Sounds exhausting.
It is, but it is a cycle that you are able to create for yourself. And once you're in it, you're in it. And it turns over like an every day, you know, this is what you do every day. Sort of like a routine. And once you get that routine, it is what it is. And I was able to keep a routine for 21 years.
Amazing.
Amazing. And you know what?
21 years.
21 years, I added things on to my routine, but if you ask anybody to play with me, they've seen my routine. I did my routine every day. Never missed a day of not doing my routine.
And he makes the first.
Well, this is a space you do not want to allow Gordon Hayward to get. He has been a lights-out free throw shooter his entire career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's Rozier in for Irving. The Lakers also making some changes. Caldwell Pope comes in for LeBron. And Hart subbed in for Ingram. Hayward hits them both. Here's Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now the pass to Hart. Rondo against Rozier. Here's Hart. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
And a quick check of the stats for Hayward. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 9 points a night, 3 rebounds and 3 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular. And sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
And Kevin, going back to your title team with the Celtics, do you think you realized at that time how special it was?
If I knew what I knew now, I would have tried to bottle.
Yeah, I know.
I would have tried to bottle as much as I could. Doc knew it. Doc Rivers knew it.
He did. He did know it. Yes.
Doc Rivers knew it, and he knew it day one, and he knew that if we was going to be committed, we had to be the leaders of the commitment. It was going to be hard on the 3 of us. He was going to be very tough, but it made us who we are, and it pushed us to another level.
It was like he was the perfect coach at the perfect time for the perfect threesome, right?
Seriously, man, because a lot of people, you know, go to Phil and his style and how it worked for him, Michael and Scotty and that 3 with Rodman, and then him transferring and going to L.A., doing that with Kobe and Shaq and making that a dynasty. Doc Rivers had a whole nother style, and it was like a Chuck Daly kind of style. It was a bar kind of very, very firm, very physical, but in your face with class. We're going to knock you down. We ain't going to help you up, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
And we're going to share the ball on offense. We're going to move it. We're going to have multiple players. We're going to attack for 48 minutes. Look, this is how we're going to play this game. He had a real style that was similar to some of those Detroit, some of those more tougher teams that you hear. That's the style that we practice with and we play with.
It showed. It showed. I mean, to have that, just like historically good. Here's Tice. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Hayward kicks to Tice. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Rozier. The shot will not fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
And I think there has to be better communication. All 5 guys tied together, and what happened to them is what happens when you play lackluster defense.
Now, here's Rozier. Kuzma pulls it in.
Well, he carves out the space he needs, just the finish was not good.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Brown. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for McGee.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Kevin, you talk a lot about passion, but also fundamentals. Who are some of the guys you faced that had great footwork that you admired and maybe even picked something up in terms of footwork after watching them play?
You know, footwork that jumps right out at me. Charles Barkley had really good footwork.
Interesting.
He was 6'4", undersized.
Yes.
He was able to use his body a lot. He was very physical. A lot of people don't know Charles Barkley had an unbelievable vertical. Yeah, Tim Duncan had really good feet also. Rasheed Wallace had really good feet work. Shaq, believe it or not, I didn't really guard a lot of Shaq, but Shaq had a really good feet. You know, you can really go through the whole catalog of guys. I'm thinking Zach Randolph because he was always opening up. Chris Bosh had really good feet.
Great names.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Yeah, maybe a new approach, because what they're doing is not working. You're going to have to alter some things on the offensive end.
And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. In fourth, the Celtics.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing.
Hart the pass to Kuzma, and it's McGee with the jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Rondo against Rozier. Ball's knocked loose. Tice kicks to Rozier. Back to Tice. 6 to shoot. Shoots over McGee. McGee with the block. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Lakers trail by 8. Outside Rondo. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. So Rozier will bring it up for the Celtics. And Kevin, you talk about your rivals at that big man position. Who comes to mind among guys you played against and have the most respect for?
I got a lot of respect for guys in our league. Shaq, Rasheed Wallace, Dice, Charles Barkley, Carmelo, you know, to name a few. Chris Webber.
Yeah.
A ton of respect. But when it comes to the cream of the cream, you know, Rasheed Wallace and Tim Duncan always brought out another side of me. I would say Chris Webber, too, you know, because Chris Webber is my idol. And those guys brought out the better side of me. And I like to think that I dug deeper with those guys and playing up against those guys. If you want to see what you are in this league and all that stuff that you've been practicing and working on in the gym, those players, those moments are going to pull those times out of you. And that's what true essence are. And only the elite understand that. Only the elite understand the matrix. And things slow down and you really are dominating the game on both ends.
Different world.
Different world, different flow, different mindset, different type of character.
Lakers trail by 12. Pass to Hart. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Six to shoot. To the inside. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Rozier kicks to Horford. Shoots over McGee. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. So it'll be Kentavious Caldwell-Pope shooting. That one on Horford. The Lakers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Reggie Bullock comes in for Rajon Rondo. Free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Rozier the pass to Horford. Here's Tice. Hayward on the wing. No good on the 3. Lakers trail by 9. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Hayward on the wing. Beasley with the rebound. And so it's the Boston Celtics heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. We'll return shortly. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
You love that they're making the offense work, right? Making every single thing they try to do hard.
Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Then there's Horford. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Tice in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. The Lakers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. Celtics leading by 4. Now Rozier. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Caldwell Pope kicks to Hart. Misses the 3. Boston's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A brief check now of the stats for Horford. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's putting up 13 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
And the first one drops. He's off on the second. Lakers trail by 5. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. He drains the quick shot. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
Solid elevation there. A consistent point of release, and KCP with excellent shot mechanics.
Brown outside. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here's Hart, defended by Hayward. Five to shoot. Hart the pass to McGee. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And Boston with the rebound.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Hayward looking over the floor. 13 feet away. Can't hit that one. And it's the Lakers the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
Yeah, this is a great rivalry, guys. I mean, even though they're in opposite conferences, you look back and these teams have a lot of history.
Now Brown, after the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Rozier missing.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. Hayward grabs the board. Celtics leading by 6. Brown kicks to Horford. Brown the pass to Rozier. He dishes it to Hayward. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for McGee. 6th in blocks, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Caldwell Pope kicks to McGee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
First one falls for him. And a new group in for the Celtics. Marcus Morris is checked in for Daniel Tice. Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Irving subbed in for Rozier. And then for Los Angeles, James checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Ingram in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Boston leading by 5. And here's Smart over Ingram. Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got 5 now.
Oh, Kevin, the defense looking completely lost. Marcus Smart just toying with them in the paint.
Here's James, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And the Lakers making a change here. Stevenson's checked in.
Don't you get the sense that LeBron James is in complete command, not only of himself, but of his teammates? The drive this guy possesses is truly incredible.
Now here's Irving. He's got 12. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Boy, that's how to do it. Just go strong. Don't settle for a jump shot when the defense is flat-footed. Nice.
Ingram against Smart. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Ingram.
How ridiculous is Ingram? Just toying with the defense's emotions with that ball handle.
Outside Irving. Rebound the Lakers. Beasley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Passes to LeBron. He feeds it to Beasley. Good work defensively by Morris. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Boston. In the corner, Tatum with it.
You know, Irving isn't just a perimeter player. He's so dynamic inside as a scorer. His strength is savvy, tough to keep the defense on balance.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Zubac is checked in for Michael Beasley. He doesn't get the second one. Lakers trail by 5. Fires from 14. Offensive rebound. James. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, how about the anticipation from Al Horford? Perfectly times the release, sends it back.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Celtics.
And this is a high-powered offense today, clicking on all cylinders, making things happen, and also good use of the 3-ball. Just enough to keep the defense off balance.
Here's Bullock. And again, the Lakers no good. Celtics leading by 5. Here's Smart. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Ingram. On the wing, Stevenson. Shot clock at 5. High post try. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
Connects from 3-point range.
This, to me, is an area that Jason Tatum really worked on. That three-pointer now one of the most dangerous aspects of his game.
Bullock kicks to LeBron. Got it. Good job in the low post. James has got 9.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Smart dishes to Horford. LeBron against Morris. Outside, Smart. Here's Horford. And here's Morris for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Lakers trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there. The Lakers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Reggie Bullock. On the free throw, no good. Celtics leading by 4. Smart with the ball. 5 points in the game. That one good for 2.
The solid mechanics of Jason Tatum on display. How about the balance in a difficult finish?
James against Morris. Now here's James. Tight defense on him. The pass to Ingram. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Lance Stevenson. How his last 10 games have gone. He's around 10 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular. And sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And how about the numbers here for Kyrie Irving? 8th in steals, 10th in assists, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
Now here's Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. James looking it over. Over Irving. Los Angeles with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Got that one up quick. Morris has got 5 now.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Irving against Rondo. LeBron outside. Shot to stop the run. Drills the three-pointer. 14 points for him.
Boy, his marksmanship has been unbelievable this quarter, and they're still down.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard for the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play these guys heads up. In fourth, the Celtics.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Lakers trail by 8. Here's Rondo. No good from outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Irving against Kuzma. Outside Irving. It's Morris atop the key. And the shot goes down. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Rondo kicks to LeBron. Pass to Zubac. In the corner, it's Ingram. The three. Rebounded by Smart. Smart's got 5 rebounds tonight. In the corner, Tatum with it. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And stolen by Tatum. And the rejection by James.
Oh, you watch LeBron, not a prolific shot blocker, but when he wants to get it done, he is emphatic.
Out to Ingram. Takes a three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Now here's Smart, and the dunk by Horford.
I'd say Al Horford, low post position leaves, no doubt.
Lakers trail by 12. We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter. Outside Rondo. In the corner, it's James. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, James.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Horford. Gordon Hayward comes in for Morris. Brown is checked in for Smart. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And James drills them both. Celtics leading by 10. Rozier the pass to Tice. Tatum wide open. He fires one from outside off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And we want to thank Kevin Garnett for joining us, giving us some perspective. KG, as always, great, and thank you. You've given us a lot to think about with your comments tonight. Thanks for coming by.
Okay, Hall, man, I hope I was able to help, man. You know, thank you for letting me be part of it.
You took over the broadcast.
Not even, man. I'm learning.
You took over the broadcast.
I'm learning from the best, K. Keep doing it, man.
Love you, buddy.
My dude.
And always a special occasion to have KG with us, Doris, a guy who really brings it every time we speak with him.
Well, his enthusiasm is contagious. This guy is a leader on and off the court. There's a vibrancy, a joy that he brings that was key to his success as a player and how fun as a broadcaster.
Now Rondo, after Gordon Hayward's three-pointer that didn't go. LeBron against Tatum. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Los Angeles with another miss. Boston leading by 10. Here's Brown. Gets a hand on it, and Hayward is right there. Hayward's got 8.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backdoor.
Rozier against Rondo. Pass to James. Great D that time from Tatum. And so it's Boston. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break. What do you tell your team to make sure they don't let up?
Well, I don't think it's about letting up or playing better. Or it's just playing the right way. We just have to play good basketball. And we talked about it before the game. That's our goal going into the game. That doesn't change no matter what the score is. So that'll be the discussion at halftime.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living, and they're living good, baby.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You aren't going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Welcome back, everyone. There's State Station. That's where you get off the T if you're going to go visit the old State House here in Boston. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, he certainly put the defense in a tough spot in that half. Forces the issue, draws the contact time and time again.
We've talked about what it takes to be a great head coach, Doris. Qualities that you think are paramount to the success, for instance, of an assistant coach.
Maybe the most important attribute to an assistant coach would be coaching with your heart and soul like it's your job on the line every night, not just the head coach's job. Right? If you pour your heart and soul into something and make that head coach's job easier, then you've functioned appropriately. And the other thing it's allowed you to do is it's allowed you to accelerate your growth. You're constantly thinking, what would I do in this situation? That helps you in the long term.
Love that perspective. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Brandon Ingram's out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. First one falls for him.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with his shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
His high percentage shot right at the rim, and he's wondering what happened.
To the inside, Zubats, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
There's a nuance to the passing skill of Rondo. He just is able to whip that ball around to the open man.
Passes it to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
James with the bucket.
I don't know how it's possible for a player to keep getting better with age, but as LeBron said, he's like fine wine, baby.
Now, here is Irving. 17 points in the game. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Irving's got the lead up to 14 now for Boston. Rondo kicks to LeBron. Rondo against Irving. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul.
Going the other way.
Boston leading by 14. Irving finds Horford. Tatum on the wing. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. The pass to Irving. Off target with his three. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. And that will be the fifth game of this six-game road trip. Morris against Ingram. And the layup's good off the glass.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Got a piece of it. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Look at Milwaukee. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And checking out Boston, they're sitting in third place.
And you know, for Boston, I think they've lived up to their billing this season, that's for sure. It doesn't look like they'll be slowing down anytime soon.
I'd go even one step further. From what I've seen of them to this point, I think their best basketball may still be in front of them.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Yeah, maybe a new approach, because what they're doing is not working. You're going to have to alter some things on the offensive end.
And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Marcus Smart. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging about 11 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
Now here's James. He's got 18. Ingram outside. 5 on the clock. Over Tatum. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving dishes to Horford. He kicks to Morris. The Celtics working the ball around now. And that one's good, Irving.
And we know this. When Kyrie Irving starts to get going on the offensive end, he's really tough to contain. An incredible scorer because you know he can hurt you from any area of the floor.
Now here's Ingram. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
You know, I think casual fans of the NBA probably wonder what makes LeBron so good. And you look at some of the attributes he has physically, the size, the strength, the quickness. But to me, it's as much about his pursuit of greatness and the commitment year-round to excelling and building his skills. He's truly a seminal player in NBA history.
Free throw good, James. With LeBron in his strength, Doris, he can shrug off defenders.
Well, to me, Kevin, he is easily one of the most formidable finishers to ever play the game. You think about it, he is as big and strong physically as most centers that are challenging him at the rim. What an imposing guy.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Players going to great lengths to improve their performance and extending their prime years. We're seeing it all over the league. Doris, it amazes me.
I heard a number of LeBron James spending 7 figures a year.
Wow.
That's a 1 in 6 zeros to take care of his body.
No kidding.
Right, making an investment in your future, understanding nutrition to training to recovery. Listen, you have a limited window, Kevin, to make money with your body if you're a professional athlete. So why you wouldn't want to extend that window as long as possible? You're playing a kid's game for fun, Kevin. Come on, let's lengthen it out if we can.
Two shots.
The first one falls. The things Kyrie Irving can do with the basketball are just jaw-dropping. Doris, a gifted ball handler.
Well, he will go down as one of the best dribblers to ever play the game. Creative, consistent, quick with every move. He is fun to watch, Kev.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Reggie Bullock comes in for LeBron. Both free throws good for Irving. Lakers trail by 15. Now, here's Bullock. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And it's off from three-point range.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Outside Tatum. Excellent D there from Beasley.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 5. And it's sent back by Horford. And he gets it back. Beasley kicks to Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's on target from the wing. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
And you have to love seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range J, a lethal scorer who nails these shots with consistency.
Smart against Ingram. Irving from long range. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Lakers trail by 16. Bullock passes to Kuzma. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Horford. Smart finds Irving. On the wing, Irving. Inside, here's Morris. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Morris has got 9.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Now here's Ingram. He has 6, and the call will be against Al Horford. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Some changes for Boston. Brown comes in for Jason Tatum, and Terry Rozier subbed in for Marcus Smart. It's Ingram on the wing. It's good from long range. 9 points in the game so far.
And Ingram is so graceful with the catch-and-shoot jumper. His lightning-quick release allows him to get off his shot in no time.
Now, here is Morris. 9 points in the game so far. Brown outside. For the 3, Bullock with the rebound.
Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for three just slips away.
Kicks to Ingram. And it's Beasley in the corner. Off target from three-point range. Celtics leading by 15. Brown dishes to Horford. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. To the inside. Kuzma can't get it to go. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Irving kicks to Morris. Irving against Ingram. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 18. Ingram passes to Bullock. This one for 3. A rebound by the Celtics. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Irving up top. He's covered by Ingram. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
The first one falls.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward comes in for Morris, and then for Los Angeles, Lance Stevenson comes in for Reggie Bullock, and it's Josh Hart in for Ingram. Both free throws good for Irving. You know, Doris, for a long time, few people realized how efficient the three-point shot can be, the extra point making such a difference. Why do you think it took a while for that thought process to hold?
Well, I think obviously we have advanced metrics, and the reason we have advanced metrics is there are more ways to monitor the things that happen between the lines, right? There are cameras everywhere. We can track people's data via computer programs. But I think one of the interesting things to me, Kevin, is that Steph Curry really has changed the logistics of what defines a quality shot. Here's a guy who steps across half court, and when he does, he's in range. So the influence of Steph Curry cannot be understated. Great example. He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
Here's Tice. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Caldwell Pope against Irving. Left side, Brown. Hayward can't hit. Lakers trail by 17. Pass to Hart. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pass to Beasley. Drills the baseline jumper. Beasley's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Irving finds Hayward. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, and Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
And the second free throw, good.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Caldwell Pope with it, guarded now by Irving. Passes it to Zubac. Caldwell Pope on the wing, defended by Hayward, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and is very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screens.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Now Irving. And he has 28 points for the game. And there's the pass to Tice. Celtics passing it around. Hayward kicks to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Drops it in from 11 feet. Brown's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, at 6'7", this is a forward, Jaylen Brown, who handles it well, cuts his way right through the defense.
Stevenson drives in. Hayward with some nice D. Boston leading by 16. Down low, pulls it up. And it's Brown missing.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
Here's Kuzma. The shot from the low post is good. Kuzma's got 5 points in the quarter. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Boston. They led the game at 1 point by 20. There's the dish to Hayward. Rozier kicks to Hayward. Goes up to the stripe, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Listen, the jumper is a key weapon for this team. When Gordon Hayward's effective with it, their offense becomes more efficient. Simple as that.
Stevenson passes to Hart. Shot clock at 5. From deep 3-point range, Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. Love his game or hate it, but there is no denying, Doris, that Lance Stevenson makes things happen on the floor.
Just a pure creator when he has the basketball in his hands. Unbelievable handle. Sometimes gets creative on his way to the cup, but you love how he plays with such great passion and energy.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good, and Los Angeles with some changes. James checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Caldwell Pope. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Irving with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Hayward against LeBron. Hayward passes to Tice. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Rondo kicks to James. Can't get it to fall.
Well, you have to love the hustle from Gordon Hayward. He doesn't give up anything easy, such a dogged defender.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Celtics lead by 18. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, Jay, you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Lakers trail by 18. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Celtics, Tatum and Hayward holding down the forward spots. Rozier and Brown in the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position. Now here's Hayward. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Kevin, this guy has great presence of mind. Gordon Hayward will take a pounding. He embraces a chance to get some free ones from the foul line.
The free throw drops by Hayward. Hayward hits them both. The G League, Doris, growing roster of teams, introduced two-way contracts last season. Is it safe to call it an official minor league at this point, do you think?
Well, I'm just going to say that I thought this was one of the best changes to the NBA last season. And you look at certain players who went back and forth between the G League, and when they were up with the respective NBA team, they were a significant part of the rotation. Quinn Cook comes to mind. The NBA champion had a two-way player in Quinn Cook who was a vital part of their G League and then becomes a vital part of their real-time success. To me, what a tremendous platform for player development, Kevin.
Yeah, the league has gotten it right with this. Drops in the tray.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And here's Brown outside. No good. Shot missing. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. And Stevenson kicks to Rondo. Pass to LeBron. From deep. Rebound Boston. Tice has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. They get the rebound. A nice shot by Tatum. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Hayward against Stevenson. Outside Rondo. Over Rozier. And the shot falls short this time.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Lakers trail by 19. Stevenson kicks to Rondo. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. James dishes to Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Zubac. A 3-ball. Hayward grabs the board. Hayward's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Rozier the pass to Hayward. Here's Tice. Tatum on the wing. The feed to Brown. Over Stevenson. And it's Brown missing.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
LeBron, no luck. Celtics leading by 19 points. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Tice kicks to Brown. Here's Tatum. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Stevenson against Tatum. Passes it to James. Outside Rondo. A floater to stop the drought. And Boston with the rebound. Tice has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's LeBron, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, I think, guys, what's amazing to me is LeBron has been in his prime for over a decade at this point. And we all kind of keep waiting for Father Time to catch up. But who knows when that's going to happen?
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Doris, normally players LeBron's age start to decline, but it isn't happening.
Yeah, Kev, I mean, LeBron said he wants to be the player to break the mold and dominate into his late 30s. Listen, he wants to play with his oldest son, so we'll see what happens.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Al Horford is checked in for Daniel Tice. Morris comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Some reports claim, Doris, that basketball is the fastest growing team sport. Do you think it has a chance to overtake football as the most popular sport in the U.S.?
Well, listen, anybody who is covering and carrying the games of the NBA is thrilled right now. The ratings for the NBA are off the charts. It increases in popularity every year. But let's remember the foundational sport in the United States of America is football. And the ratings for football, the NFL in particular, still dwarf the NBA. But the reality is there are challenges that the NFL faces. What those challenges have on the long-term business success in terms of, you know, the concussions and the long-term implications, we don't yet know, Kevin. And if we could all fast forward 10 to 15 years into the future, it'll be fascinating to look back and say, wow, this was a seminal moment for both sports.
Great perspective. And so it's the Lakers with it, following the bucket by the Celtics. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Exactly the shot they were looking for on that possession. The easy one down low.
Rozier the pass to Morris. Outside, Smart. Here's Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And that's 13 points for Jason Tatum.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
James, that's a 2-pointer. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
To the paint, here's Hart. somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Hart's got 7 points for the quarter. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Outside Tatum. And the All-Star game last season, Doris, no more East versus West format. Do you think when it's all said and done, the league will get rid of conference basketball altogether?
This is a challenging question for me because the WNBA went to seeding teams from 1 through 16, and it didn't matter whether you were West or East. And it has led to the most competitive era in a much-needed WNBA growth period. But the reality is, Kevin, I am very much a traditionalist. And the rivalries in both the Eastern and Western conferences historically have been phenomenal. Whether it was Jordan playing Detroit and having to overcome them, or Boston and Detroit, or the Lakers versus Sacramento briefly when Chris Webber's teams couldn't get over the hump. So this is a hard question for me. I'm not sure which side of the fence I fall on.
Rondo kicks to LeBron. Lakers working the ball around now. Morris with the rebound.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
And here's Smart. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight. It's stolen by Morris. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. Bucket is good. Tatum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Rondo. And there's the pass to Zubats. LeBron kicks to Hart. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, the league taking steps, Doris, to reform the draft lottery, flattening out the odds, doing a variety of things just to analyze the way it works, the mechanics. Do you think the change will be enough?
Well, again, I think this goes back to the leadership at the top of the NBA, and the right man is in charge in Adam Silver.
Gentlemen,
and this is typical to Adam Silver. Everything happens with a very measured approach in terms of reform. You do a little bit, and then you evaluate. But I think Adam has made it clear that the change they made to the draft lottery was nothing more than a first step. Now, where do we go from here? That remains to be seen.
Ojale is checked in for the Celtics. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Zubats. Beasley comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Lance Stevenson's checked in for LeBron. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Rajon Rondo. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Boston's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Smart with the ball. Outside Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. Horford. No good off the front iron. LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. To the paint. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Rozier kicks to Horford. Back to Rozier. Outside Tatum from past the arc. A rebound by the Lakers. Hart's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just 1 in the first.
With some arc, Beasley with a clean look buries the long-range jumper.
I'll tell you, they're willing to give him that shot, and he takes advantage of it.
Celtics leading by 19 points. Now, here's Rozier. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Marcus Morris is checked in for Ojale, and it's Kyrie Irving in for Rozier. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Michael Beasley. LeBron, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Bullock. Now, here is Irving. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Guys, Kyrie Irving, stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
A lot of times late in the season, Doris, we see the expensive vets bought out of their contracts. Often they sign for a cheap price for a true contender, and that affects parity among postseason qualifiers.
No doubt about it, Kevin. It really brings into very sharp focus the value of a quality GM, because the rich can get richer, and it can tilt things toward the top teams. I don't mind it, Kevin. Part of the reason these players agree to a buyout in the first place is the opportunity to choose their next situation. It is within the rules, and therefore I have no problem with it.
I like it as well. Now here's Rondo. Pass to Hart. Back to Rondo. Jacks up a three. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Boston the other way. Irving kicks to Morris. And they call an illegal screen here.
That screen.
And the Celtics making a change here. Rozier's checked in.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kyrie Irving.
Well, guys, this guy has been a handful all night long. His scoring really propelled them. And no matter what the matchup was or what the scheme they tried to use, they could not keep this guy in check.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Lakers making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rondo finds Beasley. And here's McGee. Covered by Morris. That one goes. Count it.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in, Kevin.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Celtics passing it around. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smart. Shoots over Bullock. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.